this speech is he's trying to calm the black community about their leader dying. So he's trying to be consoled. Okay, number 25. Who can give me an answer? Okay. What's your name? Can you give me your name? I'm trying to write Lucy. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Lucy. 25.
We have B.
Okay, right. So that's correct. So we're talking about parallel structure. So parallel structure is kind of when you have balance within a sentence. So for example, if you go to paragraph 3 right here, the opening line of paragraph 3 says, "In this difficult day, in this difficult time." So it just kind of has like a rhythmic flow to it. It's just kind of clear writing. That's kind of what parallel structure is. So there's just balance on both sides. Okay. All right. 26. Anybody? Over here. What's your name?
Arden.
Arden. Okay.
We said
Arden.
E.
Okay, E. All right. Why'd y'all say E?
Because it was kind of like an analogy.
Right. So that's just another that word analogous. That's just another word for comparable. Just like how it is on the what's it called, Mr. Poe? When they use big words for no reason.
Pretentious.
Pretentious. Yeah. There you go. So that's correct. So that's just another word of saying comparable because he's comparing his situation because he had his brother die. So they were just watched or they were just like that. Okay, 27. Anybody right here? Boom. What's your name?
D. I'm Symphony.
Okay, D.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not really informal, but I could definitely see emotional. But informal would mean like he's trying to be a little bit formal. He's trying to be genuine. He's trying to keep the serious attitude. What would maybe be another choice? Anybody else? Right here.
C.
All right. Well, yeah. Again, formal would have worked. That's actually not the answer. Let's think about both words. What 2 words both work? Your sure answer.
A.
Okay, A. Yeah. So when we look at those words, elevated and conciliatory. So elevated is just another word for like advanced language. So like academic. Like you can tell that they're educated. That's another word for elevated. And then conciliatory is just another word for consoling. So he's trying to console with them. He's trying to relate to them, etc. So good choice on A. All right, 28. Anybody? All right.
D.
Okay. D. All right. Could definitely be 1 and 3, but number 2. Did you guys hear about? Was there any mention of religion at all at any point?
No.
There was.
Oh yes, it's pray.
Yeah, that's right.
Pray.
Okay, so I know that one was a little tricky. They kind of get you sometimes, but the answer is E.
No, I'm anxious to get it right.
All of them. So. Okay. Next, 29. We'll go to a different group.
No.
Okay, you have an answer.
A.
29. Okay, not A.
Oh, that's
So we're thinking about which paragraph does not have to do with like violence and him trying to make sure everybody's calm. Right here.
C.
Right. C. Okay, so this is the only paragraph where he mentions in paragraph 6, if you go, that says my favorite poet was a. How do you pronounce that, Mr. Phil?
Aeschylus.
Aeschylus. Right. So he's referring back to a poet that he likes. So it doesn't really have to do with all his other paragraphs in his speech. Okay. So yeah, C is right for that one. All right, 30. Right here.
I think it's definitely A.
Right. So definitely, I think we can presume that he's not up there just to be talking and acting like he's better than everybody else and knows more about that. But so yeah, so that's even though he definitely is more educated and he's a great speaker, that's definitely the best choice because that has nothing to do with what he's trying to accomplish. Okay, so A on that one. 31. Back here, let's go over here. Any of y'all got anything for 31?
A.
Okay, not A. So let's think about some potential words you could recognize with rhetorical strategies. Okay, you have an answer. All right, E. So I'll give you all a big hint that Mr. Poe actually taught me. So if you see the word so, you can pretty much just put it together with cause and effect. So there's some potential words like, look at the choices for 31. Like an analysis, I'll be like breaking down something. Like you're talking about how you found an answer, you're talking about how, whatever. a narration, you know, you guys know what a narration is. It's like, this is what I was doing, you're explaining what you were doing. So cause and effect is definitely has something to do with so.
Well, narration would look a lot like a story, like something you hear as a bedtime story, like, 10 years ago when I was a kid. That's narration, right? It's a story effect, right? So it's not that.
So good on that. All right. 32. Anybody? Right there.
A.
Hey, good. How'd you get that? B or A was acceptable if you guys got this, but A is definitely the better answer.
No, we got B.
Okay, yeah, B's reasonable. Give me an answer for why you got A.
Or it was just basically like about how they just keep talking about healing.
Yeah. So the process of healing is inevitable. It'll always be there.
So B is an example of a test error, right? That's the distractor, but it's a little bit too on the nose, right? So if you picked B, there's barely a shade of difference between B and A. So either one of those answers, you're in a pretty good place. Your thinking at least is in the right place. So.
Okay. And then the last one, 33. Who's got me for that one? Oh, you go ahead.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. What'd
No,
you
I
get?
don't want to answer that. It's too much pressure.
Too much pressure. All right, too much pressure to be called. Over here. Anybody?
We got E.
E. Okay, not E. Let's think about. All right, cool. Oh, right here.
A.
Not A. Okay, so let's think about his message, kind of what's going on with this. Who was it? Okay. Yeah. What'd you say? Yes, D. So he's definitely reinforcing the tributes, where he's not.
Good job, fellas.
Reinforcing the tributes.
What are y'all talking about? I always told y'all
Just a
A.
plea, this is just a plea for people not to be violent. He's trying to keep them tame. So I know that one's debatable as well. But D is the correct answer for the last one. So you guys did great. You want to start on the next one? Okay, so guys, you might not finish today, but just turn the page right here. So we're just on this one. Just turn right here. And now you're going to read an article. This is an article that Albert Einstein wrote to F.D. Roosevelt. He was talking about the atomic bomb. It's like, look, we gotta get on this before all the other countries. And Albert Einstein does seem like he was a while ago. It wasn't too long. Well, let's see. This letter was written August 2nd, 1939. So. All right, so y'all read this, and then if we have time, if y'all get them all done, we'll come back to it. But if you don't, it's all right. But just start working on it now.
Okay, so road